into the unknown. But I trust that, you know, God didn't bring me this far to fail. He didn't. I know that this is a certain victory going down this path. I didn't even throw him like that. So, yeah, today is the day. It's really that day. That day. It's sometimes hard for me to process everything. Like, it's some little background of like why this is a big day for me. I've been praying, you know, to attend FSU. It's a really, really intensive like film program to get into, to take like 40 students a year. Aang is being disrespectful. Move! Move out the way! Go! Praying. I was praying to get to... Aang. Aang. Please. Please let me talk in peace, buddy. Please. Sorry. I was praying to get into school for like a whole year. And God really has dealt with me in this time in many, many ways. And I learned a lot in this journey. I would say that when I first prayed, like I said, I prayed over a year for this. And I remember I just wanted it so bad. I wanted it so bad. It was a really big thing. And I remember I was ecstatic just to get an interview, you know. And I remember when the first time going to Tallahassee, as I'm dropping videos, you know, check those out. And I was like, yes, this is the place. I feel like this is the place that I know I can really advance in my career. And I know it's like, no one knows, a lot of people don't know where Tallahassee is. It's actually the capital of Florida. I just found it out. But going to that university and, you know, walking through it and the program, you know, my biggest dream one day is to become a director and filmmaker. And I'm starting that path. I've been working in film for about 2 years now as a freelancer. And let me tell you, the struggle is a struggle. It is a struggle because it's not for the faint of heart. I haven't made any money and I haven't been consistent. In the DMV area, you would think that, you know, since it's a bigger city, that many opportunities, but it's a very cliquey community here. I am blessed. I met a lot of like amazing filmmakers and freelancers, but I want to get, I feel like I can do big things. I know I can do big things. I know God has called me to bigger things, and I don't want to be stuck doing corporate work. And it's not saying that it's not amazing work. It's just, I want to do films. I want to do movies. I want to do television. That's where I feel like I'm being called to. And I got to work on a lot of cool things like Netflix and many cool commercials and things of that nature, but it's only been a taste of it. And I want to have the whole entree. And my husband, he's the one that he's been amazing in this time because he's really supported me. He's really looked out for me, and honestly the one that encouraged me to go to school. And yeah, and so he's been with me this journey. He knows how long I've been praying to get into the school. And as I was going through the whole process after the interview, you know, they were going to let you know in like 2 months, like, hey, did you get in? A month or two, did you get into the program? And unfortunately, I had got an email saying I didn't get into the program, that I was put on a wait list. And I remember at that time it was so devastating, and I felt like God failed me, and if I were honest, I was just disappointed in God. And but I didn't like outwardly say it. I was just like, okay, Lord, but your will be done. And I was trying to learn how to trust God in this time, because it was a time in my life that I felt like I just had a lot of rejection. I felt like I had a lot of pushback in my life, because I'm used to it. I feel like I was used to it, and I just wanted a win for once, and because I felt stuck for a long time, and sorry, I'm emotional. God is good. That's all I can say. I was kidding. I just felt like a lot of pushback, like I said. And I gave up on my dream. I gave up on my dream to come here. I was trying to, one thing that I realized definitely with Christians, and definitely, I'll say my personal life, but I know Christians, other Christians that we can relate to, is that sometimes when God says wait, and at the time I wasn't realizing it was a waiting season, or to wait to what he was going to do. So I was like, okay, Lord, you said no. All right, I'm going to go do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to try to figure it out. Like I gotta advance in this path some way. And I really, like I said, I really want to be successful in film. I really want to achieve this career. So I was willing to just find any other path that makes sense to get ahead. And I was trying to, like, it's so stupid. I was trying to, like, create a cleaning business so I can, use that money to fund my film career. I was trying to do this business, that business, and just all over the place. And I knew that's not what God called me. I was trying to own my own understanding. And yeah, I was just all over the place. And but I remember one day after Bible study, I was driving home by myself, and I heard God speak to me, probably the clearest that I've ever heard. And I just heard him say, you need to wait. Wait on the answer for that school, because you're on the wait list. And I'm like, okay, Lord. And I just bawled my eyes that night. It was, I was like, all right, Lord, I'm going to wait. Did I listen fully? No, because I'm kind of hard-headed. We all can be at times. And I was still trying to, still figure things out in a way, like, Lord, okay, I'm going to wait. I'm going to prepare myself. So I was slowly trying to prepare myself. Because I was like, all right, Lord, I trust you. That's when my heart posture changed. I was like, all right, Lord, I'm going to wait for you. I know I'm going to get into this school. Because you said so. Like, you said, wait, I know I can get into school, but I'm still, just in case, I'm going to still do this and that. And let's just say I came to a point where I had to make a decision. I was going to do a business, some business plan with someone. And they were asking a lot, like, investment into it. And I remember I was desperate because I really wanted to be successful. I really felt like I was, like I said, pocket's been dry for the last 2 years. It's been a lot, and I wanted to, contribute to my family, because my husband's been bringing it in, and I feel like being an artist is hard. It's a sacrifice, to be honest. And I remember I was like, okay, no, I said no to that. And the next day I got a message, email. I got an email saying, you have an interview to FSU. You got an interview. And it was not exactly for what I wanted. I wanted to get into the film and directing program. But I'm like, all right, Lord, you open this door. It's for post-production. It's very odd. I won't go too much into it, but I know God gave me just a dream one day that I was going to do editing, or like getting to editing. But I remember in a dream I was resistant to do it. I was like, I don't want to do it. That's amazing. Like, that's amazing, but I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I'm too scared. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go into my uncomfort zone because I still believe it can align to where God's going to call me, because I really do want to direct, produce, and write. That's what I want to do. So I get in the interview. Ironically, I'm already in Florida because I'm in Orlando, though, going to Universal Studios, having fun, living it up. And I have the interview, and I was nervous. And I remember I was getting like, I was more confident. I think this interview I was more confident. I remember the first interview, I wasn't confident in myself. I was just like, I don't know what I did. I don't know. But I remember I was just confident. I trust in God. Like, you're not going to bring me to a second interview just to fail. Like, no, I am confident. If it's not this interview, it's going to be another interview. And my my interview told me I wasn't going to hear back until like a week later. I heard the next day. I woke up with my acceptance letter, and I remember it was surreal, like, because like God has showed me so much, that there are going to be seasons that God is going to call you to wait. You have to trust in that. And one thing that I had to learn for myself is that even though I love this career path, even though I have the desire, I have this want to succeed in this career, to become a filmmaker, become, one of the greatest, that's my desire. I have to be willing to surrender to God. That's honestly how I got this prayer access, when I surrendered it fully to God. When I said, all right, Lord, you can have it. All right, Lord, it's yours. Because in the day, everything in this world is going to fade. The career, the people. I can't idolize anything else. Nothing else is going to anchor me. In the day, it's going to be me and God, and who I'll have to, and who I'll truly have in the end. So I chose God. It took me a minute, but I chose God, and I'm glad I did. And God has been teaching me so much in this time, that is the importance to wait on Him, the importance to trust in Him. It is God is a God that doesn't lie. God is a God that when He speaks something, it is going to happen, it's going to pass. And I've seen so many other, in this season, just in general, like in this year, I've seen God move in many, many ways. In my marriage, in my new chapter in life, and just in many ways. And I'm learning just to trust in Him and not myself, because I'm going to fail myself every time, and I can't afford to fail. I can't afford it anymore. Like, I'm trying to move forward in life. I'm trying to start a new journey. I'm ready. I'm ready to just get ahead in life, and I'm ready to leave all this behind and just go forward where God is calling me to go. And yeah, so I'm happy that you all are coming along with me on this journey. I know there's probably many, many other people who can relate to this, who are taking a leap of faith, moving somewhere that they don't know anyone, and just trusting God where He takes them. And I guess like I would love some advice too. Like, what do you do? Like, how can you lean more on God in that season, the season of the unknown? And that's the thing that I guess sometimes scares me. Sometimes is this, as I'm walking into the unknown, but I trust that God didn't bring me this far to fail. He didn't. I know that this is a certain victory, going down this path, because, like I said, the door. I know God's favor was on me in this decision. I know because a lot of people were praying for me. Prayer works. A lot of people were supporting me in this time. The sucky thing is, of course you're going to have pushback. Okay, many people spoke death over my dream. I remember when I remember it was my grandmother. I love her so much. And she eventually apologized. But I remember when I told her, like, I didn't get into the program. I didn't, like, it hurt. And she said, well, maybe God, that's not what God's plan for you. Maybe you need to find another career path. Film is not for you. Like, that's maybe God's trying to show you that that's not the path for you to go. That you maybe need to go into like IT or work in the government like your husband. That's what you need to do. And I remember that crushed me. And I'm like, maybe she's right. Maybe that's not, maybe I need to let go of this dream. And I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I still just, I eventually, I'm glad I gave it to God. I'm glad I held on to this gate and trust God and trusted God with it. And for the longest, I would say, oh, Lord, help me with this. But I was still trying to hold on to it. I was trying to make it mine. It's all God's. Everything I do, it's God's. And I'm just very grateful. I'm very grateful that I serve an amazing God, that He's with me. So I encourage you to just trust God in this season. Trust God in all things. Take that leap of faith, and just wherever God positions you in life, just know that He'll be with you. If you entrust Him, you have to follow Him fully. Though you have to surrender it, whatever you are desiring, whatever you have to surrender to God, and be okay that it may not look exactly what you want it to look like, and be okay that it may not be exactly what you envision it to be, but trust it in the Lord's hands, and you'll be good. I think just trust that it'll be better. Trust that it will be more rewarding in the end. You put in God's hand. It will have a stronger foundation. It'll be more fulfilling. And like I said, of course you're gonna have pushback. You're gonna have just dealing. As I'm taking this new step in life, I've dealt with the pushback of people saying my marriage is not gonna work long distance. It's hard. It's hard hearing it from close ones, from loved ones, telling me like, yeah, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Or hearing that, yeah, you're not gonna go far in your career. You're not gonna be successful. You're not. I heard everything under the sun. But it's just making sure that I trust in God. I put it on God's hand, and God opened this door for me. I'm sorry. I know that God opened this door for me, so I trust that everything that I have is in His hands and secure in Him, and I continue just to keep my eyes on Him and nothing else. Keep my eyes on Him first, and just let Him take control in every area of my life. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for this journey, and yeah. So I'm gonna take you with me. I'm gonna take you with me as I embark my new journey, and see what God does. Alrighty.